All right, so this week I started off, this is Monday morning. I'm at my older sister's house in Florida. I woke up early, showed up for my yoga class. And boy, when I tell you that these yoga classes are like keeping me sane because it's this consistency that I'm getting every week. But anyway, so I did my yoga Monday morning, which was nice. I needed this little reset. And then I took the pups for a walk, which was our last walk. I'm really sad. I really bonded with my older sister's dog, Olive. She is a gentle giant and she takes very good care of her family. And then this was my last walk out. I really love this beach town. And then I started my trek up to Atlanta, and the drive from Florida to Atlanta was beautiful. I made it in like 6 hours. It was a really easy drive. And then this is the next day. I jumped on to do some work, and these are my cousin's dogs. They're so stinking cute. Then we drove around in downtown Atlanta. One of her friends is looking for an apartment, so I got to tag along, and it was actually kind of cool because I got to see a different part of Atlanta. Then I came back, and I was freaking exhausted, so I took one of my little detox baths, which, oh my gosh, I was well overdue for that. And then, again, woke up early the next morning, which this is now Wednesday morning. Her little dog, Bella, she is adorable. She slept with me all night. She is so precious. Then I got back on for my yoga. And again, this morning I was not feeling it, but this yoga is like the only consistency that I have right now. And I'm going to be transparent. This week has been a little hard. I don't think I anticipated the emotional toll that would come with staying with loved ones and kind of like the drama that goes around with it. But so I've been trying to take really good care of myself. So then I made some breakfast for me and my cousin. Her little dogs are always right there. They're so funny. Which has been really nice to be surrounded by all these animals because I really, 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 really miss my bunnies like so much. Then I started my math class, so I had to jump on and start my homework and get all situated for class. And then my cousin drove me to this little shop that has, these are all non-alcoholic drinks. Isn't that incredible? I think it's so cool. Then we came back and made spaghetti. We ended the night. This is the next morning. I woke up and I made us some avocado toast and boiled eggs, which was a nice little breakfast. And I can't. So this is our dog, Marcos. And the way that he's standing there, I just can't. He's hilarious. And then I logged back onto my math class, and this is literally like 1/3 of my assignments. This is one of my hacks. This keeps me organized as I write everything out and then do the dates. Then I had to start working on renewing my nursing license. And when I tell you reading this after losing my son to a nursing error is like, I can't even describe. Not very fun, not very good memories being brought up, but then don't leave me alone in your house because this is what happens. I decided my cousin had a closet that had just like a box full of clothes that when she moved in here, she hadn't like yet unpacked. So little neurotic Micheline went to town and I cleaned out her closet and sorted through her clothes. I hope that she didn't mind, but this is like, I'm in my element. And then this is the funnest thing of the week. So we got all nice and ready. Okay, but hold on. My hair is like, I cannot. I've been working for like 3 years trying to get my hair curly, and I feel like I finally am getting it. But we got all ready because, well, tonight my cousin and I are going to a little drag show. So we got all dressed up, which is fun because I never get dressed up. I don't think I've ever worn this much makeup before. So we're going to go to downtown Atlanta to the little drag show and check it out. I'm excited. I never do things like this, so it'll be fun for me. This is a lot more my cousin's element. She did my makeup. She helped me with my hair. I still can't get over at, like... So then we headed on down to downtown, and I just came from Miami, but the, like, scenery here is, I'm loving it. And this drag show was, oh my gosh. I'm going to mute myself so that you can kind of like a little bit hear what's going on, but I don't want to get flagged because I know if you have like name brand music, they'll get you. But the energy in this place was literally insane. Like it just felt so good. And the makeup that they had on, the outfits that they had on, like, I just could not believe it. Like, I literally was like in awe. It sounds funny, but everything about this show was so intentional. It was so over the top. It was just, I don't even know how to describe it. Like, if you want to feel good about yourself, go to a freaking drag show, because I don't know, it just felt like I was saying to my cousin the next day, I feel like it took me like a few days to like really process that, because I've never been to a drag show before and I didn't really know what to expect, but it was greater than I could have anticipated. And to just see a whole room filled with women, because that's who goes to these drag shows, being so supportive of this was just, I don't know, it just felt like women loving other women, and that's kind of like what I'm about lately. It's kind of funny, but I'm like in a don't want anything to do with guys type of like lifestyle right now, so it's kind of funny to be doing something like this. It was exactly what I needed. I loved it. I highly recommend, if you are even slightly on the fence, go to a drag show. This was Lips in Atlanta. Oh my gosh, I put like little covers in my shirt so that, you know, and I looked down and they were like all out, and I was like, girl, you didn't even tell me. She was like, I didn't notice. But it was hilarious. And yeah, the vibes here, I mean, like, look at that. Just to see all these girls together and just like enjoying themselves, it was just such a cool energy. And I was like, I looked at my cousin and I was like, guys could never, because I've also never been to a strip club, but I feel like it would not be very good. Also, oh my gosh, did you see her little dog? That's what her little dog does every time that we leave. And then after the drag show, she took me to this adorable little like restaurant / bar called The Painted Place. Pretty sure that's what it's called, but it was adorable. And then this is us. If you walk outside, you could walk out to the Beltline, which I haven't explored this yet, but I guess it's some like historical part of Atlanta that it's like that paved street that has a bunch of like restaurants and shops along it. I just think places like that are so cool to have in communities, because it gives the community a place to gather and do things. I just love it. So then this is the next morning. I was not feeling so hot because I had like 2 drinks and I just don't drink anymore. So I made myself some oatmeal and got back onto my computer to do stuff. Oh my gosh, did you see her little dog? They all wear little outfits and they're so freaking cute. Then she drove me around Atlanta. This place is called Little Five Points. It's adorable. And then we went into the Junkman's Daughters store. Oh my gosh, this place was just so wonky and fun. It had like the most random things, but also like look at all of these incense, and the like smells of them were insane. But this little store was so freaking adorable. It had the like most random things. Look, to go up to the shoe area, it's literally a shoe. This is me walking it. I was like, that is so clever. And then this is like the overview of it. It's literally just a bunch of random stuff. But look at this fitting room. That's like furry walls. That's incredible. It was a very crazy. Then I came back and I made dinner. This is one of my favorite dinners. This is like a sheet pan, very easy meal. Her puppies were so cute, waiting for little snacks. Then I took them out for a little walk. They're so adorable. They're like my little buddies now, which has been nice to have. Again, like I'm saying, I miss my bunnies, so to have other little animals around me to temporarily take care of feels really nice. Then this is me back to my little project. So I folded all the clothes and kind of like organized them. I love stuff like this, literally love. And this is one of my favorite hacks. So this is one of her favorite shirts and it has like those little fuzzies. But if you get this little tool off of Amazon, wherever, and you go over all those little fuzzies, look at when it's done. It literally looks brand new. This is such a good hack to keep your favorite clothes looking nice and keep them out of landfills. So highly recommend getting one of these little weirdo tools. Then while I'm staying with people, obviously I want to try to help out as much as I can. I've been ordering boxes from, this is my Thrive box. So I got like fun drinks for her to try. And then I got just like some household items to replace. And I'm also ordering every week from Misfits, which all of those recipes that I made were all Misfit boxed items. And I'm just trying to kind of like contribute to the house. But oh my gosh, look at these. We made these for mimosas, which we didn't put alcohol on them, but look at how adorable they are. And then this was part of our Sunday spa night. I didn't really record anything from our Sunday spa night, but it was much needed. We did face mask, hair mask, and I did my nails and cuticles, and oh goodness.